Kings and queens, hope you're feeling good. New week, new day, new vibes, new energy. But it's the same old show you love and know with a new episode. It's the Erratic Show, the only show where we in the streets and in the street. You're here with the Erratic Assassin, the hip hop therapist. I'm always down to talk about it. Hope you guys had a lovely weekend. Hope you were safe. Hope you're cool. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope it's beautiful. Hope you're surrounded by loved ones and love all around. We're going to kick it off with memorable moments. Unfortunately, we weren't there, or I wasn't there, but yeah, the Basadi Music Awards happened this past Saturday. Looked like a beautiful vibe, very corporate vibe, just an event celebrating women and women in music, just purely on them. Giving the spotlight to them, giving a pedestal to them, and happening during Women's Month, a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful vibe. As you see some of the winners. I know with hip hop, I would have liked to see, D Koala, your Money Producer, on I don't think it was Hip Hop Artist of the Year because they showed the song, so I think it was Hip Hop Song of the Year, not Hip Hop Artist. That would just be my thinking. But then again, I think it's also like I said, it would have been nice to see them, but I know fans had to vote and vote in the nominations, vote for people to get into the nominations, and then obviously from nominations, I think they have a committee council. I think there's also obviously time periods of when you can enter, so it's always important in these competitions to find out the T's and C's, just from an artist point of view and a fan point of view, to see how we can support our artists and see them there and see them winning, if we don't want them to win. But shout out to a beautiful initiative. Shout out to all the queens, all the nominees, all the winners. It was lovely to see. But where I was at 99 Juta for R&B, really nice beats, hosted by Dilla and Android 18. Fucking beautiful, the vibes, beautiful music, amazing. Kadu Pendi, Lecha, Travis, CPT, Basement, Adila, Android 18 on decks as well, all playing beautiful music. Even Basement and Travis at the hip hop. So it's just showing that hip hop don't have to be all the trap shit or all the rappity. You know what I'm saying? Basement was playing Marvin Gaye, I want you, and I want you to want some bossa nova. Travis playing some local, saying Cash CPT, transition to an A-Reed, saying throwing it there. Like, things can be soft, things can be vibey. It doesn't always have to be turned up and we rap on this bitch. Like, can just be a good time. But really nice beats. It was beautiful. It was really good music. Like, really just music you listen to when you're in the crib and you want to have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every outing has to be we going out and getting fucked up and getting drunk. So it's nice to have that experience. Shout out to them every Sunday, 99 Juta. And yeah, man, that's probably where you'll find me most Sundays. Actually, like a beautiful vibe. I loved it. So shout out to the queens for that one. But yeah, next, we get into off the top, testing how much of a hip hop head you really is, how much knowledge you got in that medulla, in that cranium. So with us, everyone is celebrating Hip Hop 2050 on Friday, 11th of August. South African hip hop turns 40 this year, so I've been hopping on about that. I'm going to keep hopping on about that. You need it drilled in you. We need to celebrate big time ourselves. So we're going to go into some, SA hip hop history. So I want to know, what was the first African hip hop album to go platinum? First African hip hop album to go platinum. Might be a shocker for a lot of people, might not be, a shocker for a lot of people. I think especially the old cats might not be a shocker, because at the time he was the first one to actually hit that. I think the guy see with the commercial with also still a hip hop type flow, where everyone's like, okay, what is this? Like, it was just a magnetizing type thing, a weird magnetizing type thing. So it makes sense in that aspect. But what is the first African hip hop album to go platinum? And on that case, second question is, what's the first non-vernac South African hip hop album to go platinum? So the first English South African hip hop album to go platinum. I think this one is fairly obvious. We all should know it. I don't even want to give a clue. Yeah, we all should know. You should just know. You should just know. If you don't know, you should just know. You should just know, mates. You should just know. And then we're gonna end it off with a little bit of an international, local vibe. But who was the first artist? Who was the first African artist to be featured, on the Color Studios? The Color Studios with the mic drop and the color and whatnot. Who was the first African artist to be featured on the Color Studio? And I always tell this blue, I'm like, boy, you need to talk this shit. You need to talk that. This is history. This is moment. This is, it's a classic. It's a big fucking deal. Big fucking deal. Don't be too humble. And on that color studio thing, it's like, yeah, guys, if you're gonna do it, not every mic has to be hanging down. Maybe put the mic in a cup, or I don't know, put the mic in a flower, make it a joint, make it a gun. Be innovative. You know, not everything can be hanging mics. Now niggas are hanging rapping to glazes. You know, people have been swapping out for breaks and stuff. Like, yeah, let's put the mic, let's try something, you know, new with it. But yeah, that was it for Off the Top. So now we're going into Music Matters now. I want to start off this week, usually start with projects. Didn't have any projects to start off with. Now that's not to say no one dropped, that's just to say I didn't know what was out there. Even if it's old projects, swing it through, I'll talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Be like, oh, haven't heard this. So hit us in the DMs on Instagram, on TikTok, on Twitter. Email us, thereactshow@gmail.com. Let us know what's cooking. We'll all listen to it. We'll put it up here. Who knows what happens? You know what I'm saying? We just love to share the information and share the music with the people. So please, you know, put us on so we can put you on to others as well. It's a whole ecosystem. We got to keep this is the one cycle that's not vicious. It's got to be a beautiful cycle that we keep going. But yeah, onto that, let's get straight into the single. So we got King Kai featuring Her Cut the Lights, PBB, King Kai, She Been on the Rise, R&B vibes, Her Cut the Lights. You know, if he's on the beat, it don't miss. PBB, what does it stand for? Please Be the Baby? I don't know, son. I want to find out. Sound like it's going to be something sexy, sound like it's going to be something crazy. So King Kai featuring Her Cut the Lights, PBB, check it out. Next one, we got Boot Legend of Soma Guas. I heard this one, I was like, hey, this is for the X-Men. I need to jump on this. Now I need to hear it. Still haven't, but I want to hear it. I want like, hey, whatever he's talking that shit. He Johnny Buddha, my boy. He has to go in. So Boot Legend of Soma Guas, check that out. Then we got Jack Low featuring Lloyd the First, Real Black, and Yolophonic with Sincerely Yours. Line up crazy, sound like adventures, you know. Real Black, always lovely to hear her voice. We've been supporting, been waiting to hear new music. We know she's going through it, but we know all the love and support to Homegirl. When the music drops out, we're gonna be there, you know. YOLO Farrakhan production always gives his signature that alternative thing, so you know it's going crazy. And Jack Low, I know the first people I've been watching for the come up, you know, people been enjoying this sound, the R&B. So Jack Low, Lloyd the First, Real Black, Yolophonic, Sincerely Yours, check that out. Then we got Fencer with Until Then, dropping a second single for upcoming project that's dropping, I believe, this Friday. If I'm wrong, then it's next Friday, my bad. But she gave us Video Girl, Now Until Then. So she's coming out with the heat. She's coming out with the heat. Video Girl, loved it. I'm sure I'm gonna love Until Then. I'm sure I'm gonna love the whole project, so we're just waiting for that. She got a plan for us. She got a plan for us. And talking about someone who's got a plan for us, Blackie, drop it on SoundCloud for free for the peeps. The 5-year plan, the 5-year plan. So I know when you know niggas drop on SoundCloud, it's always that crazy. It's always that crazy shit. So I'm waiting for that. I can express that crazy shit. And also he dropped a young video that he's in the studio with Shmino. Are we gonna get a black Shmee? We getting a black Shmee. We getting a black Shmee. You know, collab coming out. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be mad. It's gonna be mad. And you know, talking about collabs, we have Patrick Lee's Java, Kanye Nash, Lost Cole, crazy collab. You know. Also on some Avengers, Justice League shit. And like I said, 2 weeks ago, we're talking about Patrick Lee coming back. It's nice to see him really back out here in action. And he was at this Basadi, he's at the compound, performing for Underground, you know. Not Benjamin, the people who bring you Street Fest, they were bringing you Underground too. And I know if I had Thursday's episode, you guys would have known about Groover Smaps and with that, but sorry, there was no Thursday episode. If you checked on the socials, you have seen why. So you got to follow up the socials. Also, that just give you a real life update. The next music video, we got Words, McLaren Doughboy, Muchin with Barker Haynes. Listen, guys are going up. Guys are going crazy. Guys are going crazy. Muchin, the boys on the come up too much. And on that, I know they were doing the Rising Artists competition out there at 012 Central. I think it was after on the rise competition day. I see Moshin won first. The homie Iman Basquiat, I think, got third, fourth around there, but in the top 4. So shout out to that. Shout out to, you know, that initiative, seeing you niggas on Babuchin really been on that shit. Because I remember Barcanes and came out, people like McLean, the Dope Boy versus Going Off Babuchin. Also fire enough, they're going toe to toe, kick. And looks like they're doing that in that music video. You know, McLean with the suit and tie there. What I'm loving about it, he's in that character where we there with the diaspora, and he's like, you know, he's still staying in that phase. I can't wait till the new album drops and he's a new character, new persona out the suit. Oh, it's going crazy, it's going crazy. But you know, talking about gang activities, nigga activities, next music video we got DJ Clem with Touchline and Ginger Trill, Tony Scar. Hey man, the gang all together, squad out together. Niggas is outside, I'm loving it. Niggas is outside, squad is outside, streets is going up, rap is back. This is hip hop, skate hip hop, dog. We out, the bars is out, everybody's out, but we outside, baby. But niggas who weren't outside is the next music video, Major Steez featuring Kanye Gapagati. You know, that's the Gapagati inside, you know what I'm saying? That's on the inside. Now Major Steez, you know, they've been dabbling with this, yeah, I know hip hop, pop, I don't know, you know, vibe that it gets. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not as good. So I don't know how I feel about this song yet. I heard it on radio, so I wasn't also really paying attention to it, but it's like, okay, I heard it, I was like, oh, you know, I don't know how's it growing up in there, but you know, check it out. Let us know what you think about it. And then that was it for music videos, but a video you should check out. Everyone going crazy over words, no paperwork, freestyle. They're saying that was a live performance. They're saying that should be an actual song. They're saying, yo, my boy. They're saying a lot. I think it's got one of the most views right now, and it just dropped this week. So go check that out. Words, no paperwork, freestyle. And that was it for the videos. Now we get into the meat and potatoes, the real shit. What people want is the reviews for Music Matters, you know what I'm saying? Get 3 projects, tell you how we feel about it, break it down for you. So first up, we got Cali G. I think Cali G from the Bunyete Collective conglomerate, you know, putting out music, putting out fire. But Cali G dropped an EP, maybe you know me now, beginning of this year. 4-track piece. Now, this is what I say with EPs. I believe EPs are like either artists who are like, oh, I've got this sound that I've done, and I want to give it to you guys, like a little 8-piece teaser before the album, you know, just the filler thing. Then I think there's a one where it's like, okay, I'm experimenting with this sound. I don't know how it is yet, but I want to give it out, give it a touch, give it a feel, you know, just see what people I'm on while I still perfect the sound a bit. And then there's the one that's like, no, I got vocal talent, I got whatnot. I just want to see you guys. I can jump on this, I can jump on that, I can jump on this type of genre. Then the one you guys fuck with more, maybe that's the genre I end up fucking with. So Cali G, I think this EP was more of a sound experimenting, and I love that for him. I enjoyed it, like, because you can hear the R&B with, like, he's trying to put in that Bitori sound, that's Bitori flavor, that's African flavor into it. And you know, I believe when he clocks it, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be crazy, because tracks like Finesse, I remember the second track I enjoyed, third track I was like, you know, I enjoy it, but I hear where it's going. So it's like, once he clocks it and he runs with it, I think it's going to be untouchable, it's going to be fire, because you know that Bitori rap is hitting. So I think they're also cooking there, like, how can we make it into the R&B and make it soft and connect that vibe to it. So that's very interesting to hear. And you know, just because of that, I'm going to give it a 3 finger out of 5 finger slap. So it gets a 3 finger slap. You know, just because he experimented the sound, and then the potential for it to grow is beautiful. It's amazing, and I want to see it grow. So you know, got to give him that space also for it. To grow and what it can achieve. So Cali G, maybe you know me now. Ooh, excuse me, 3 finger slap. Go check that out, go listen to it. Next up, we got Lord Kez, the Lord, dropping her debut album, Testament. This was, I think, 2 months back. I know when it dropped out, everyone was like, oh, R&B album, oh, this is the greatest R&B album. But for me, it sounds really more neo-soul, soulish, like it's got that deep, grown, mature vibe to it. And I believe, you know, even with the Melicon, I believe that's because, you know, you got that Mars Baby production on it. Like, I think about 70% of the album was on it. Got that Mars production, baby, you know, it's just deep, the bass, the tones, the piano, and I like it because that deepness allows for her vocal talent to come out on it, like for it to carry the track and raise and up and down and take, ooh, and she's doing yay, and she's doing yay, and she's yay, and, you know, vocal stretching, talenting out all of it, spreading it across, and inspiring it, even with the lyricism comes into that, because I think as adults, when you grow up, it's not that we become more cynical, but, you know, ignorance is bliss, we become less ignorant. And you start becoming aware of things that happen around us, and especially in relationships and non-romantic relationships, because it feels like that's what she was talking about most here, you know, and it feels like that's why she's on that Jesus Last Supper with the boys, everything. But I know one of y'all lying, one of y'all deny me, one of y'all betray me, one of y'all, you know, talking shit on me, like all that. And it's like, and especially I can imagine from her story, you know, Cape Town, coming through Jersey, making pop music, oh, blows, big, we all chilling, and then, you know, people can switch, like, it's like, oh, not acting fish all day, people think saying you switch, so it's like, whoa, what's going on, and that can put you in a space You feel so. I feel like she was coming at from that way, like, oh, because obviously the love and the romantic will be there, but the real shit we can all connect to. Like the real shit is like, yo, the homies, when the homie drop you, or the homies start acting different, or they tell you acting different, or you see there's different ways they treat you. It's just like, yeah, man, that shit becomes real. That shit becomes really, really real. So I felt it was on that vibe, and because of that, I want to see more live music. She mustn't drop another thing until there's more live music. Need to see her live. Need to see her everywhere performing, giving different renditions, variations. I want to hear that voice go, yo. She was honest. She was strong. Even my mom's just on the car jamming it, and then there's a one track, I think it's Confession, but where she's just coming at the fucking. I'm there in my head. I'm like, oh, she's going off in my heart. I'm like, oh, momty, I'm so sorry. So sorry, but she's going off, and for that I give it a 4 finger out of 5 finger slap. Just, debut album. I just want to give that space, like, okay, like, because like I said, it was a very soulful, and then, but there are times where the R&B pops out, so like, it just threw me off, like, okay, be 2 tracks deep in, like cleaning the house, and then boom, it's R&B vibe. I'm like, okay, I get it, you want to pick up the, the vibe that the album and people up, also just switch it up, but I would have liked it all, just that deep, so sometimes surprising. So I gave it 4 out of 5. Also, debut album, it's fire. It's sophomore, it's going to be even more fire. More it's gonna be more fire. For Low Kids, Testament, 4 out of 5 finger slap. Don't even worry about it. And talk about Testament and biblicals, and there's this side and the other side. That brings us I think I forced the one, but that brings us to Maya with the other side. That's an EP. She dropped 5 track, and like I was saying about how EPs is sometimes it's like, as artists, you get in on there just to show your vocal range and talent, to be like, I can jump on this genre, I can jump on that genre, I can do that, I can hit that. That's what I feel like she was on with, even though you can hear her, the main sounds like it's going to be like an R&B mixed with like a trap soul-esque. I don't know what we call that genre, like, because that Bryson Tiller trap soul, it's like a trap R&B soul thing, where she has it, and like Closer and Burn For You are crazy, and you saw her live, eclectic sessions out there, entitled Basement, hosted by French for New. It was fire. You're going to see some visuals coming out soon. But it was fire like that. So I think, that's what she's doing, and for that, that's why I get like a 3 out of 5. I think, get 3 finger out of 5 slap. I think if she could have, special menu for the night, not where it's like, oh, I can choose, I want the Big Mac, I want that. Now, when they give you a special menu for the night, like, this is the starter, this is the appetizer, starter, this is the main, this is the dessert, this is the what. When they give you that course, if she can give us that, it's like, nah, this is what I'm feeding you niggas, this is what you're eating. I'm not letting you pick and choose what you want. Like, this is what you're eating, direct. She's gonna be serving us. She's gonna be serving us crazy, because the voice is there, like the time, the production was there. That's not even a question. I mean, she was in Idols, made it to last 19, and she was last 16, and she's only 19 now. So she was doing that in high school. She signed to Sony already. Like, her potential, her growth is going to be crazy. So just watching that. So I know the next serving is 4 plus 4, boy, because we're going to be 8. I'm going to be full on that. So that was my other side EP. Go listen, go check that out. And that was it for Music Matters. You know what I'm saying? That was it for Music Matters. Now we're bringing you into the merch madness. I know spring, summer coming up, so we're waiting for local brands collection to drop. I was actually speaking about this on. I was like, nah, boy, trying to get the closet up on the local brands. You know what I'm saying? So if things pop in, Blank Collection, Cultish, Embedded, Swank, you know what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, Broke, Beautiful Boys, Poly hats, the crochet, you know what I'm saying? Even for whatever local brand, hit me up. I'm trying to cop, I'm trying to wear, I'm trying to, looking fresh out here. Just put me on, put a nigga on, so I can put you on and be fly as a motherfucker. But so merch man is not too much. You just have 2 kicks for you today. Nike. Next week, Wednesday, Kobe's birthday, 8th of August, 23rd of August, 23rd of August, they're going to be dropping the Kobe 8, the Halos, all white, RIP for the boy. Next day is Kobe Day, so you won't want to cut those, wear those tomorrow, shout out. If you love me, do the right thing. So nice, that's going to be looking clean, that's going to be looking fire. Excited for that. And then we got Vans with the collab with Vans and Navita feature. They dropped the double down capsule, looking green, looking purple, you know what I'm saying, looking very psychedelic, like you in the desert dance on the Schumer looms. I could cop these, wear them at a sunset, ooh, looking fresh, looking fly. And man, that's it for Merch Madness, which means That's it for the show, the Erratic Show. You know, we're in the streets and in the street here with the Erratic Assassin, the hip hop therapist. I'm always down to talk about it. And as we talk about it, hit that subscribe, hit that notification, hit that like, hit that share, leave a comment, you know, do the damn things. Follow us on the socials, all the same handle. We ain't changing nothing. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. We love you. Peace.